If you have a GEP RC Mark V with the O3 air unit, like I do, this has been my go-to quad for quite some time, so it gets a lot of flight time and a lot of abuse. In that abuse, I've been destroying a lot of the O3 air unit antennas, and I was kind of tired of it, so what I did is I designed a new part that protects the antenna by putting an outer shroud on it or a tube, and then it also incorporates the XT60 connector in the part itself. I did have to shorten the leads on the XT60 connector to get it down tight in the frame like that, but it was well worth the effort to make it more like the Dead Cat design here. The other problem I had, or which I've always had, is a problem with the balanced lead connector getting down into the propeller, so you always have to put it up underneath your strap. Well, what I did is I designed a little 3D printed part that goes around the strap so it's held captive, and you just plug your connector right into it so it stays nice and secure as you see here. The other problem that I had is in hard crashes, I usually fly this with a GoPro Hero 11 Mini. And in a hard crash, the factory GoPro mount tears fairly easily. So what I've done is I've actually taken a design I found on Tinkercad, and then I've changed it slightly where it actually has a tube in the bottom that is the connector tube between the two camera housings. So it's supported from the bottom here, as well as it's a little bit thicker overall for the 4 screws. And I found it's held up quite well in hard crashes, which I tend to run into stuff fairly often. We don't all want to admit that, but we all do it, so it's not a big deal. What I'm going to do is put all these files in a OneDrive folder, put a link to it down in the description below. Feel free to download these and print them, get your quad up to speed. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think of these parts. If you have any other ideas, drop me a comment and I'll see if I can accommodate it by changing the design or whatever you think might need to be done. The other thing is, if you don't have a 3D printer and you want these parts, I'll leave a link to a couple of 3D printers that I've dealt with in the past personally myself that I know turn out a really good product at a very competitive price, so that's good. If you've made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Once again, thanks again for watching, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.